Today's AskReddit post, describing it as a crime. What do you do for a living? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. I work for Comcast. If you're as good at avoiding the cops as Comcast is at avoiding their customers, you'll be just fine. Comcast don't avoid their customers. Well, not until after they've sent a rapist alone to check your cable box. Wait, what now? Comcast don't avoid their customers. Did you not read it the first time? I go to people's houses, cover our faces, strap them down, put them in a big truck, then bring them to this large building with lots of diseases and make them go in. First responder empty, Chinese wire angler, ooh savage truth. I help people circumvent copyright. I get them loads of free DVDs, books, CDs, games, and even help them get into parks, zoos, and other venues for free. Don't pay to go to that museum or baseball park. Come see me first. All you have to do is ask and I can probably hook you up with any media that's come out in the last 100 years for free within a couple days. Want to look up something you don't want your mom to see? Come and see me. Trying to sue your boss? Come and see me. Want to recall a politician or overthrow the government or learn loopholes to not to pay your taxes? Come and see me. No questions asked, ever. I don't need to know what your job title is. All I know is that I need to be your friend. Librarian. Whoa. Wow, so crazy I can't believe it. I carefully go into people's backyards and remove bits of their natural setting while attempting to leave no evidence that anything ever happened. Gardener. Lawn care. I lure kids into my office with the promise of treats but end up ripping out some of their teeth against their will and saying that we're out of Chupa Chups so they'll have to settle for sugar-free lollipops instead. So, how's dentistry with everything going on? The masks make it a bit harder to work in their mouth. So Karens are the easy to serve customers? No, they complain about the service as they get their teeth done. I heavily drug and paralyze people while wearing pajamas. Anesthesiologist? Yep. Cool. I want to be one when I grow up. Either this, or some genetics thing. How is the work? Is it super stressful? As the years go by and you're exposed to more and more clinical situations, you develop enough confidence to just deal with it. I'd say 95% all under control. 5% this person is dying before my eyes. The erratic sleep schedule you fall into is what shaves years off from your lifespan. But yes, in comparison to other professions I'd imagine it is quite stressful. You're dealing with life and death after all. Prepare and hand instruments to someone to cut into an unconscious person. I stand next to you and awkwardly do absolutely nothing. Fellow medical student A, let's cry together. Brother, cries. Uses tissue to wipe your tears. I hold pets hostage and poke them with needles and only return them if the owner pays me. My husband does the same job a little differently. He diagnoses pregnancy by sticking his arm up their butt. Did you have to run away after telling him you're expecting a baby? Even worse, if I'm not pregnant or lactating, he'll ship me, or make you into glue. I hold children captive while I force them to listen to my annoying voice for hours every day. YouTube streamer? I wanted to say teacher, but yours is more likely. What are teachers but educated streamers? Hopefully someone who provides learning opportunities beyond just lectures. I forcibly hold animals down and stab them with sharp objects filled with drugs. PETA? You wouldn't need to describe it as a crime if it was PETA. Because they commit real ones. Exactly. I drive fast and disregard the rules of the road on my way to break into people's homes and cause immense water damage. Afterwards I tear down their ceilings and drywall, and leave without cleaning anything up. I will never look at firefighters the same. Oh, either they were a plumber. Man, I'd love to see a plumber van with lights on going 90 through red lights. There's a toilet in danger, you idiots. We've got to ACT now. Double quote. I live off the hard work of two older people, paying nothing in return. Kid, as a child I find that offensive. As a parent, you'll understand someday. As a child, I'm running away. Pretending I care about people's day so I can peddle them useless products. Instagram influencer? God day I am. Thanks noob. This guy gets it. Rick and Horny is the ducking best show. Bribe people to teach me information useful to my plans for making a hefty profit in the future. College student? Yup, called it. Are you bribing them or are they extorting you? Thinking face. Yes. I help other criminals avoid jail. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Chewbacca does not make sense. Why would a Wookiee, an 8-foot tall Wookiee, want to live on Endor with a bunch of 2-foot tall Ewoks? That does not make sense. I'm making sure that the thousands of dead bodies stays in the ground without anyone complaining about their placement. Gravedigger? Sort of. Graveyard caretaker, but we do everything from cutting the grass to digging graves. Thank you for what you do. Folks appreciate it. May not say it, but they do. Thank you. Yeah, there sure is a lot of people complaining about everything imaginable, but I try to focus on those who have something positive to say. I clean the messes left behind from sloppy henchmen. Janitor for an adult theater, maintenance associate at Walmart. Same thing. I don't know which is worse, to be honest. At least in one job I'm positive it's in fact jizz. I spent somebody else's money. My ex? Statistically unlikely. Although I somewhat recently learned I had more exes than I thought I did. I force people to eat and make them strip so I can wash them. Elderly caretaker, or lotion applier of the dark wells. Getting people ready for BBW porn. I just capitalize the market so I get skinny people into the scene for continued business XD. It's not this either, XD. Some form of childcare. I extort old people. They give food, shelter, water, clothes and an education. There is an age limit though. I love that the only two answers to this I can think of either A, your child, or B, you've got a sugar daddy. I am a child that has a sugar daddy. Not really. My allowance come from my mom. Go to a building and vandalize paper. I'm a student. Didn't really know what to put. Edit. For online school. Trespass on someone else's property without their consent and sit at a table while I wait for instruction from an older person on what more to vandalize with nonsense no one really cares about. I'm a student. Theft of taxpayer money. Edit. Holding old people hostage until they tell you everything. Edit. Holding old people hostage until they tell you everything. I do that at work too. We wouldn't have to if the old people would write documentation. The code documents itself. I access private patient information and manipulate their medical records. I've probably seen your butthole, too. Ha. Thanks for checking. I thought something was wrong down there. Rest assured, I'm very pleased with what I see. Force children to stay in a small room to do paperwork without paying them. Teacher, nah, just a hobby. First, I spy on things, using lenses and optics to get the best view. Then I try and grow what I've seen. Once I've got them to grow, I experiment on them, see what is best to kill them. When I know how best to kill them all, I dispose of the others by burning or steaming them to death. Microbiologist? Yes. Is it bad that I want to do this more now? I sneak into people hotel rooms while they're not there. Maid housekeeping? Close. I work maintenance. Dismember bodies and sell the meat for consumption. Butcher? Yes it. My body stole genetic material from my husband's body, spliced it with my own, and now I am in the final days of gestation before bringing forth a hybrid which I will then brainwash through nurturing, education and systems of reward to espouse the same moral and ethical code I follow. Neat and also scary description of parenting. I was about to say this sounds like something from Alien. Not me. but someone I know sells drugs. Pharmacist? I prefer the name drug dealer. Drug dealers are just street pharmacists. I steal from 7/11. Edit. During the football season, kids would pay me to buy them candy from the 7/11, which was a 10-15 minutes walk from school, but I figured I could make more money from not paying for an item or so a trip. I did it more for the rush than for money, but I earned enough to eat at school every day, so I have no regrets. Your job is being literally everyone then. Everyone on 7/11 day is a thief. I drive sealed containers of customer orders to undisclosed locations to be unloaded. A trucker? You got it. Thumbs up. I look at the data provided by our customers and check to make sure all of the private information is accounted for. I listen to recordings of phone calls I wasn't a part of, and read emails not addressed to me. Facebook employee, call center quality assurance specialist. That's a mouthful. Nice to be called special though. I calculate the exact bare minimum amount of material that is required to build a bridge so contractors can maximize profits while they make a structure that barely doesn't fall down, killing hundreds. Any moron can design a bridge that will stand up, but it takes an engineer to design a bridge that will just barely stand up. Perfection is achieved, not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Apple's belief while removing the headphone jack. Apple's belief while removing the charge port. I ensure that the highest leaders of the world's most dangerous killing machine always have open, functional lines of communication. You maintain the hydrophone at Shark World? Bingo. I get paid to visit people's houses at night without waking them up. Santa? The description of Santa's job. Stalks children 24/7. 365. Keeps a list of children's names with marks for which children are naughty. Breaks into people's houses. Steals their food. And leaves a bunch of shit in their living room. Oh, I forgot about the slavery. As a former elf I can say that we got paid well enough with room and board and all you can eat buffet all day. I stalk kids and leave before their parents come home. Uncle Frank? Yikes. Make profit off other people's savings. Banker? Now that's more like. I convince people to give me their money and keep it safe with a smile, but actually charge them monthly and put limits on how much of their own money they can't take out. Then I'll lend it out to others for profit. People call me when they need something taken care of. Pest control? No. Obviously a hitman. Same thing. What is this? A hitman for ants? Take large amounts of children from their homes to a central location to be brainwashed, educated. A bus driver. I forcefully drag needles along people's skin with ink so I can put my art on them and they have to live with it forever, even if they're in pain. I don't stop. Tattoo artist. Arguably the least impressive guess in this whole thread. I still upvoted though because I like the enthusiasm. I'd take children away from their parents and give them back when I'm paid. What do you do when they refuse to pay the ransom? Blacklist them with my agency. I'm an on-call nanny. They pay me through the agency, so if they don't pay they will get blacklisted, and my boss usually warns other small agencies not to work with that person either. It's never happened to me, but another woman said that what happened when she was refused payment. I am involved in a money laundering scheme in which I funnel tens of thousands of my money through a legitimate institution. After a 4, hopefully not longer, year process, I get a piece of paper with my name on it. College student. I take people's money to give them a slow and painful death. Job, McDonald's cashier. Indoctrinate children with facts. Reddit mod, he said facts. Not filtered clickbaity truisms. I move large quantities of money between bank accounts without consulting the account owners. Wells Fargo. Defraud US taxpayers by working on bloated Defense Department contacts. Wow, you didn't even have to change the description. I destroy the environment to enable people to do further destruction. Human being. Ooh off. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.